I'm coming. Hi babes, welcome back to my second video and happy Halloween. Oh no. Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to give a huge thank you for everyone that supported me on my first video. I was honestly so touched and I just felt so warm inside by all your comments and feedback. So thank you so much for that. I truly appreciate it. Now, for today's video, we will be learning how to make this outfit right here. Okay, it is inspired from Doja Cat's MOOO music video. It's my little take on it. So it is made from faux fur that I got on clearance at Joann's. So don't sleep on that Joann's clearance section, y'all. It is top notch. So yeah, we'll be learning how to do this, and then just a little disclaimer that it is a tiny bit advanced. Like, you do need some prior knowledge on how, you know, basics, using a sewing machine. But I did link some videos in the description box in case you don't know how to do any of these things that I mentioned in the video. Just some little helpful references. These videos are actually how I learned how to do these things so I could be able to make this outfit. So I hope it helps. If you have any questions, don't forget to ask me in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's get into it. Things you will need: half a yard to 1 yard of cow faux fur or any faux fur. The amount will depend on your body size and how much fabric you will need. I'm very petite, so half a yard was enough for me. Zipper for the skirt. Long sleeve shirt that isn't too tight. Either tracing paper, pattern paper, tissue paper, or any kind of large paper. Tailor's chalk or something to mark your fabric with. Something to weigh down the fabric, and a ruler, scissors, pencil, and of course, a sewing machine. Using half of your hip measurement plus 1 inch and the desired length of the skirt, cut 2 rectangles. For example, if your hip measurement is 36 inches and you wanted a skirt that's 12 inches tall, then your rectangles will be 19 inches by 12 inches. Place the 2 rectangles together, good sides facing in, and pin together, then sew. So I'm about to sew the rectangles together, and I just wanted to show y'all that when sewing fur, I'm not sewing the loose fur right here. I'm gonna be sewing along this rectangle of fabric that the fur is attached to. So that way it, you know, is attached by something sturdy, not by something loose that will just come undone. Take in the waist area by putting on the skirt inside out. I didn't do that here, but trust me, it's way easier that way. Use tailor's chalk or measure and mark with a pen or pins. And mark how far you want to take in the skirt and where you want the waist area to start curving in. It should make this triangle shape. Next, we are going to take in the back by creating 2 darts. This process is pretty similar to what we just did by taking in the waist. You'll be taking in the back at the 2 placements I show right here. Don't forget to add a zipper to the back. I used an invisible zipper. Then your skirt is done. Moving on to the top, we will be making a sewing pattern by copying a long sleeve shirt and modifying it. Grab your long sleeve shirt and fold it in half, then place your paper under your shirt. Before we start making our pattern, make sure you have the desired shape sketched out. I wanted my top to be a lot shorter and to dip down at the chest, so I adjusted it as shown. You will use your tailor's chalk for this. Place the heavy item on top so that your shirt doesn't move around. Using your hands and pencil, guide yourself along the seams and trace the seams, almost like you're making a stamp of the shirt. If you want a bit more information on this step, I will link a video that goes into more detail. We will only need one pattern for the front since we can flip it around and use it for the other half front of the shirt. Next, we will have to make a pattern for the back of the shirt. Lay your shirt flat, back facing up. Trace the back shirt seams like we did before. Moving on to the sleeve pattern, you will lay your sleeve flat like so and begin tracing the seams. Flip the sleeve over as shown and trace the sleeve again. Once you have done that, you will need to add to the width of the cuff of the sleeve. You can add 4 inches on both sides and mark the new width. This will determine how big your sleeves will be. From the elbow part of the sleeves to your new cuff marks, create a diagonal line to connect them. Be sure to smooth out the corners by the elbow. Add 1 to 2 inches to the sleeve length and create a curved line to create a new cuff. This will give it that bell sleeve effect. For all 3 pattern pieces, add 1/2 inch seam allowance where shown. This seam allowance gives us space to be able to connect the fabric pieces together. If your fabric is a thick fur but your long sleeve is very tight, I would recommend adding a whole other 1/2 inch all the way around your patterns on top of the seam allowance, because this fur is not roomy whatsoever and my outfit came out a little bit tight because I didn't do this. If you're okay with that, then I would skip this step. Cut out all the pattern pieces that you made. The next step is to pin the patterns to the fabric and cut out the fabric pieces. You will need to make doubles for the front and sleeve patterns, but be sure to flip them over when you do. In the end, you should have 5 cutout pieces of fabric. Pin and sew these pieces together. Start with the front and back pieces, also known as the bodice, then add the sleeves. I will link a video below that goes into more detail about sleeves if you need more information. The last step is optional and totally up to your discretion. I added little hooks to the front notch so I could keep it shut and be able to take it off. You can either leave it as is, add a small zipper, or whatever you see fit. I also wanted more drama on the sleeves, so I added this black shoelace by creating 8 holes on each sleeve and lacing it through. I used a seam ripper for this, but you can use scissors as well. Also, if the top is a bit too much work for you, I would just make the front and back patterns in order to make a cute little vest. I hope y'all found this tutorial useful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. And if you use this tutorial to make your outfit, please tag me on Instagram because I would love to see how they turn out and we can vibe together in our fur, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't forget to stay safe this Halloween, wear a mask, social distance, and also don't forget to have some fun. I'll see you on the next one. Love y'all babes, bye.